Namaste and welcome to today's class. My name is Jill and I'll be teaching a restorative class. It is going to be a propless restorative class. However, if you brought any props or if you're online watching this, you are more than welcome to use them. However, I will not cue you in order to get into that pose with the props. So today is about letting go, letting gravity take over. Let's just take a moment here. Let's just take a deep breath in and then a big sigh out. So we're going to be doing a few poses and each pose will be holding for a few minutes. We're going to get started in butterfly. We're going to do a recline butterfly, so we're going to come to the long end of our mat. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together. Our legs are going to open like a book. Excuse me. And we're going to slowly lower onto our backs. So make sure you have plenty of mat or space behind you. You can come down by bringing your arms out in front of you and then slowly lowering onto your back. There will be moments that I will be quiet. And that is so you can enjoy the posture without having to listen to me speak through the entire class. So the soles of our feet are together. Our legs are open like a book. They can be as close to your pelvic or as far away. It's entirely up to you and what's more comfortable. Bring your arms nice and long beside you. You can have the palms down to help ground you. Up to feel the vibration. Or you can bring one hand to your heart and one to your stomach. We're just going to slowly breathe here our natural breath in and out. Maybe your natural breath is in through the nose and out through the mouth. Or maybe it's in through the nose and out through the nose. It's also known as the Ujjayi breath. Whichever version you want to take, you're more than welcome to. The only thing we don't want is any blockage or restrictions in the breath. Maybe you notice on each exhale, the shoulders are grounded a little bit more into the mats. The hips sink a little deeper into the ground. Few more breaths here. And your next inhale, bring your soles of your feet to the mat so your knees are pointed towards the ceiling. If you need to, you can lift the hips and then lower them, just realigning yourself. We're going to bring our arms out to a T, and then we're going to slowly lower the legs to the right side. We want to keep both shoulders on the mat. So it's not as, the issue isn't wanting to go deep into the twist, but keep the shoulders flat on the mat. Arms can be out to a T, or you can have them in goalpost arms. It's entirely up to you. You can keep your gaze towards the ceiling, or you can take your gaze over the left shoulder. Maybe your eyes flutter close. Maybe you take a soft gaze. On your next inhale, bring the soles of the feet to the mat, so your knees are once more pointing towards the ceiling. Lift your hips up off the mat to realign yourself. And then once more, bring your arms out to a T if you hadn't moved them, or if you did move them, excuse me. And then lower the knees to the left side. Once more, your gaze can be towards the ceiling or over the right shoulder. Keeping both shoulders on the mat. It's not a matter of how deep into the twist we get here. This is going to be just a relaxing pose. And your next inhale, bring the knees towards the ceiling, feet flat on the floor. Maybe raise the hips once more, just realigning yourself. We're going to bring the knees into the chest. We're going to bring our hands in between our knees, at the back of our knees. And we're going to rock forward and backward until we get to an easy sitting position. And I'm going to face towards the camera so you can see me. So we're going to do a couple of seated Sun A's here. So get nice and comfortable here. Maybe shift from side to side to get onto those sit bones. As you inhale, we're going to bring our hands high above us, as high as you like them to go. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring the arms down. Inhale, bring the arms up. Maybe the palms are facing up. And as you exhale, maybe the palms flip so they face down. Let's do a couple of these here on your own breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale all the way back up as high as you like your hands to go. Exhale down. Once more. Inhale all the way up. This time as we exhale, we're going to bring our right hand to the floor. It can be as close to you or as far away as you like. We're going to bring our left hand up and over to the right side for a little side bend. You're going to take your gaze over the left shoulder or into the crease of the elbow. As you inhale, gather length, and exhale a little deeper into that bend. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale the left hand to the mat this time. And then once you exhale, come to the left side on the side bend. Again, your gaze can be over the right shoulder or in the bend of the elbow. both hands up. And then exhale both to your knees. Making any adjustments here to get a little comfortable. We're going to do some seated cat-cows. So bringing your hands to your knees. You're going to inhale. You're going to take your gaze up. You don't need to take it all the way up. Just enough where you have a little bit of an angle. You're going to pinch the shoulder blades and your chest is going to puff out. And then as you exhale, push your hands into your knees. Taking your gaze down in between the legs. Your shoulders can have a little bit of a hunch. Inhale, open up. Exhale, looking down. Do a couple of these on your own breath here. If you'd like to take any organic movement, you're more than welcome to. Do one more and then come to a neutral spine. Beautiful. We're going to transition into a tabletop position, so however that looks to you. So from here, what we want is we want our knees and hips in line with each other. So in line with each other, our wrist underneath our shoulders. We're going to bring our big toes to touch, and then we're going to walk our knees so they're wider than the hips. And then we're going to slowly lower our bottom onto our heels. And then walk your hands in front of you for a nice gentle back stretch. And we're going to come into child's pose. Maybe your forehead comes to the mat. If you like, instead of having your hands all the way out in front of you, you can grab opposite elbows and then bring your forehead to your arms. You do want plenty of room between your legs and the mat for your belly. We're just going to let gravity take over on this one. So we're slowly going to come up to our hands. Then we're going to bring our knees together, and once more we're going to come up to tabletop position. And then I'm going to switch so you can see me. And I'm going to tuck my top in so you can see what I'm doing with my legs here. So I'm in tabletop. I'm going to bring my right leg so it's in front of my left. So however you want to get there. So I'm going to have my front leg parallel to the edge of my mat here. And then I'm going to come to a seated position. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to bring this left leg so it is bent. So I have my front leg in an L shape in front of me, and then my left leg is an L shape to the side of me. I'm going to keep both feet nice and flex, and I'm just going to come into an easy pigeon pose here. So you can stay right here. You can have your hands on either side of the front leg if that's comfortable for you. You can have it in front of you. And again, your hands can be as close to the leg, or if it's in your practice, you can walk them out for sleeping pigeon. Or if you like to try a little something different, you can walk your hands to the right side of you and come to a little bit of a twisted pigeon. Now if this is too much, you can either do like a half of a twist or just come and stay in front of you. You do want to keep the head nice and heavy here. You don't want any strain on the neck area. Maybe you can shake your head no, and then yes. Always end on a yes. Always end on a positive note when you shake the head, yes or no. Just remember your breath. We don't want any tension or blockage. So if this is too much for you on the twist, then go ahead and come and place your hands in front of you. I'm going to walk my hands in front of me. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to transition so I'm on the left side this time. So I'm going to bring that left leg in front of me, and then I'm going to transition that right leg to the side of me. So now I'm on that left buttock. Again, legs out to an L, into an L. I'm going to keep my feet nice and flexed here. You have your options of bringing your hands in front of you, maybe on either side of the leg, or you can do a sleeping pigeon, or you can take the same thing on the left side that you did on the right side. Every side is different, so do whatever's more comfortable for you and your body. We're going to keep that head nice and heavy here. Maybe give it a shake now, and then yes. If you notice you're clenching your jaw, just open the mouth just slightly. Maybe stick the tongue out a little bit. few more breaths on this side. If you came to the side, walk your hands in front of you. And then we're just going to bring our legs nice and long in front of us. Maybe while you're there, give them a little wiggle. We're going to bring them out to a V. We're going to keep our legs nice and straight, so the knees are pointed towards the ceiling along with your toes. We're going to bring the right sole of the foot into the left thigh. You need to move side to side, getting on those sit bones. So we're going to inhale our hands nice and high, and as we exhale, we're going to slightly turn to the right, to the left, and then come down. Maybe your hand grabs the toes, maybe the calf. Bypass the knee though. We try to stay away from the knee so we don't knock anything out of joint there. You're going to feel a nice stretch in that side body on the right. We're only going to be here for a few breaths. And slowly walk up. Once more, bring those legs out to a V. We're going to bring the left sole of our foot into the right thigh. Make any adjustments you need. Once more, keeping the toes on the right foot pointing towards the ceiling. We want to keep our foot nice and flexed. Inhale the hands nice and high as you like. As you exhale, slightly turn to the right and then come down. Once more, grab the toes, maybe the calf. Bypass the knee though. You're going to feel a stretch in that left side body this time. I'm only going to stay here for a few breaths. We're going to walk our hands back up. We're going to transition into our very last pose, which is Savasana. We're going to come to our feet once more at the top of the mat. You can bring your arms nice and long in front of you and then slowly lower onto your back. I'm going to stay in an easy sitting position. And once you get there, you might need to give yourself a big smile for a beautiful practice. Letting that smile bring the tongue off the roof of the mouth. Release any tension around the jaw. Get nice and comfortable. If you like, you can also do the reclined butterfly as we did in the beginning, with the soles of the feet together, legs out like a book. And just come back to that breath, that nice, easy, natural flow of the breath. Feeling it as it comes up through the body and then down through the body like an ocean wave. I've been letting go of heavy things, and I've been healing a spirit and tending to a soul and listening to a heart. And I've started to exhale and to breathe in and to breathe in a life. And I've been letting go of so many heavy things. I'm going to end class with all of you in Savasana, so please take all the time you need. The love light in me honors and cherishes the love light in each of you. Namaste.